How's it going, everyone? So I just wanted to go over a couple points that I had with regard to single-payer healthcare. Just some stuff that you don't see too often or you don't hear about talk too often. And I'll post an article later that I came across when I was out getting coffee. First off, the VA. By ensuring that all Americans and everybody that's in the United States has access to healthcare and is able to get the treatments that they need, that's going to take care of our veterans. Right now, we have veterans that can't even get to their facilities to get health care. By eliminating those problems, that means that our veterans are going to be taken care of. If you support the troops, you have to support single-payer health care. Otherwise, you can't say you support the troops, because of the way that all the mandates and everything else are within all of the legal jargon means that they aren't getting the care that they need. It's seen... it's so evident, and I can go into many details how I've seen this over the years, but this is something that I feel very strongly about. If you support the veterans and you support the troops, then actually do it. Get on board with single-payer health care. Second, I felt this, and I was just speaking with a woman where I got coffee at, and she felt it. She makes less than $10 an hour. It's a poor tax. Obamacare, it was great. There's a lot of great things, but we have 36 million people, from what I understand, that don't have health care right now. Guess what? That's 36 million people that are getting tagged on their taxes. So that means that they have to pay like $600 or $700. And this woman even said last year she only had insurance for part of the year. She had to pay like almost $300 out of her taxes. She can't afford to she has not lots of kids, but like 3 or 4 kids. That's money for them. That's not something that needs to go in some executive's pocket. Like we need to really think about this stuff. It's a poor tax. I had to pay it 2 years ago. It was $700 for me. Anyway, the next one is going to be the small businesses. The small businesses will benefit. I go and get my hair cut from a small business owner. And she even told me she has like 4 or 5 employees. She would love to hire more people. Do you know why she can't? Because of Obamacare. Because she has to pay $800 a month for each one of her employees. And guess what? Under Bernie's single payer plan, you're going to be taking care of your own insurance. And it's going to be for somebody making $50,000 or less, like less than $500 a year for insurance. For your whole family to be covered, for you to be able to go, and you're not going to have co-pays. You're not going to have any of that crap. Once we eliminate the health insurance companies from our equation, they'll still exist because they'll have Cadillac Care and all this other stuff. Things that, like all these things that, wealthy people want to still have done so they can separate themselves from normal people. All right? So one thing that I really want to go into, and this is what you're not going to really probably see or understand that much. But the good majority of people that are not wealthy, are actually already paying, or already have single payer health care. And let me explain why. And you would have to work in financial industries or in debt consolidation industries and stuff like that to actually see what I'm talking about. But single payer, it means like you don't pay for your health care. Guess what? Or like you pay a fee. Anyway, the way that it's done right now is people don't pay their medical bills. Guess what happens then? Your credit gets trashed. All right? So this is why a lot of companies don't want us to have single payer. Like already that costs the government a lot of money because they end up writing that money off and so on and so forth. So that means that the government ends up paying it through taxes and things like that. Anyway, so the single-payer healthcare for that we see right now is whenever, let's say you have insurance and you still have $400 or $500 in medical bills, but you don't pay that. Guess what? Now all of your credit is being attacked. When you go to rent something, when you go to buy something, whenever you're doing anything, insurance, like for your car, any of that stuff. And guess what? Now you're being charged a higher premium because you're seen as a liability. Because of being poor. Right now, being poor